If you have been diagnosed with mesothelioma, a type of cancer directly linked to asbestos exposure, hiring an experienced mesothelioma attorney should be one of your first steps. Mesothelioma is an extremely difficult form of cancer to deal with from a health perspective, but having an advocate on your side from a legal standpoint can help you gain access to potential compensation to pay for your medical costs and fight your diagnosis. Here are some of the key benefits of working with a mesothelioma lawyer. Experience managing complex asbestos litigation. Mesothelioma cases are highly complex as they involve determining exposure to asbestos, identifying responsible companies, establishing cause and effect between exposure and the disease, and proving liability from past acts or omissions. Mesothelioma attorneys have experience navigating these complex medical and legal issues. They know how to build a strong case and what evidence is required. For individuals pursuing compensation on their own, it would be extremely difficult to match an expert attorney's knowledge and skill in handling these challenges. Helps establish proof of causation. Proving causation, that asbestos exposure directly caused your mesothelioma, is critical to the success of any case. Experienced attorneys have worked with world-class experts to establish causation in hundreds if not thousands of prior cases. They understand the medical evidence needed to conclusively link asbestos exposure to mesothelioma development. They can assist your doctors and help obtain the necessary medical evidence, like X-rays, CT scans, pathology reports, and expert medical opinions, to prove causation to defendants and in court if needed. Identifies all potentially liable parties. Mesothelioma has a long latency period, often taking 30 to 50 years after initial exposure to manifest. As a result, tracking down and identifying all parties responsible for a claimant's asbestos exposure over several decades can be an immense challenge without legal assistance. Attorneys are skilled at obtaining full work and exposure histories from clients. Their knowledge of past lawsuits and litigation allows them to determine additional potentially responsible companies that may have exposed the individual to asbestos through their products or at job sites. Manages statute of limitations. Every state has a statute of limitations that dictates how long after being diagnosed with mesothelioma victims have to file a lawsuit against responsible parties. The timeline can be as short as 1 year from diagnosis in some jurisdictions. Consulting with an attorney soon after diagnosis ensures they can properly investigate your case and file a claim or lawsuit before the limitations period expires. Missing deadlines can result in major roadblocks or the inability to pursue a civil case. Negotiation experience. The majority of mesothelioma cases are resolved through negotiated settlement outside of trial. With extensive experience evaluating claims and negotiating with insurance carriers and corporate defendants year after year, attorneys learn the true value of claims based on injuries, exposure history, available experts, jurisdiction, and other variables. They know how much different types of evidence, like X-rays, increase settlement offers. Their negotiation skills maximizes the value of a case and secures the largest possible settlement or verdict for clients. This leads to the best potential outcome without enduring the stress of a public trial. Pursues each potential compensation source. Compensation for mesothelioma may come from asbestos trusts, through lawsuits, or via workers' compensation depending on individual circumstances. Experienced attorneys have deep knowledge of all these potential sources of funds. They ensure victims explore compensation from trusts related to bankrupt companies as well as active civil litigation to maximize recovery without missing any valuable opportunities. Coordination across legal strategies increases chances of financial success. Individual victims may not even know about key avenues for funds without legal guidance. Manages all legal expenses. Most mesothelioma attorneys work on a contingency fee basis, meaning they only get paid a percentage if they secure a settlement or court victory. Plaintiffs do not owe anything out of pocket for legal costs like filing fees, costs for records requests, expert expenses, court hearings and more. This allows victims and families to devote maximal resources to care without being burdened by month-to-month bills during their darkest hours. If the case does not ultimately settle or win in court, the individual is not responsible for fees accrued by the attorney. This model provides peace of mind in a very uncertain time. Alleviates stress for family. Beyond the financial and strategic value, experienced attorneys also serve to reduce stress on mesothelioma patients and their loved ones during the legal process. The already difficult challenges related to treatment, staging the disease, mortality risk, pain management and long-term prognoses are significant. Having an attorney take responsibility for managing communications with insurers, overseeing case preparation and litigation tasks prevents further strain on the patient and relatives. Valuable time and mental reserves that would otherwise be spent on case details are freed up for other priorities during a health crisis. Emotional support is another crucial asset provided by a compassionate lawyer dedicated to a case. All these advantages combined illustrate why working with a qualified mesothelioma attorney offers significant benefits to diagnosis victims and families facing financial and personal hardships. Experienced legal counsel can take the burden off shoulders already overtaxed by health issues to aggressively, strategically and efficiently pursue all potential compensation avenues available for medical costs, lost wages, and other damages sustained due to the life-altering disease. Individuals fighting mesothelioma need caring advocates in their corner pushing to deliver both clinical results and legal justice. That is precisely the role a dedicated mesothelioma lawyer can play for clients at their time of greatest need after a mesothelioma diagnosis.